Hey, Wilsuma. How's it going? Not bad, not bad. They just go out at night. His agent opened the creature as a spirit of a young camp that went to the lake. Unfortunately, they did not fire up the breath of rest. On the bright side, the camp now saves from hostility. Alright. When the rain. A team of researchers lost archaeological trips in the Amazon forest. Resources show the discovery team is available for discovery of life. Send an agent to the last known location and call parts according to missing researchers. Sure. Dufres. ATC. The group launched the camp at the local airport. Danny tried to spy on them with temporary monitoring devices, but his plan was constantly destroyed. He's suspected of being wrong and wants to help understand what is happening. Danny wants to use controlled aircraft to spy on Rochi Camp, but continues to shoot. They think they are an EMP device that disrupts their attempts. Use a virtual plan nearby to test your labels. To test your labels? Do you want to save the world, right? I bet you hit the darkness in the face and kicking the evil in... well, of course. Could you have checked the S-Ron? Come back? Dead boys followed by many very much. Do you live in black clothes and black hands? Connect points. That's what I did. Connect points. I fixed one of my RC planes with a wireless network camera. Nothing big. Easier. I've done it last year for... Look for. Don't have images of Mr. Rosen, my mathematics teacher, to water flowers in his briefings. We can put on YouTube. It wasn't me. Flying this thing is like air traffic control on Silent Hill. I have a lot to trust, like force. And then I find it on the edge of MIB camp. Wham! He is dead and goes down. They have some kind of signal that happens. Maybe EMP? I'd like to get my hands on the technology. Sure, I have crazy skills, so I can save the plane every time. But I have to pull it out of the trees and glued pieces. I would like to see what happens in the circumference. Monroe said, "Try again, Dufresne." Now he is a zombie. Not because it changed very much. It is Mr. Rosen, and it is still such. Too close panties. Okay. Hey, Joe. Oh, I didn't start the script. It should have worked. Why didn't that work? Hey, Bomber. Whatever, I'll just do it manually. I don't know why that one didn't work. Edgar Yacht Factory. Oh, I should have got the side mission. God damn it. Hey, Scratch. How's it going? Dude, I got another one of these? Holy shit. Do you figure out how you're going to do lava game when the run's all over? I think I have a pretty good idea of stuff to try, yeah. I think it's going to be things like Supreme Harmony and the being in combat with the Alacrity weapon, so you have the Alacrity boost. So Alacrity boost, Supreme Harmony for a 20% boost. I'm not sure if it's possible to get the hammer boost at the same time as the Supreme Harmony boost, like if I ran Sword Hammer, but maybe? Like that one requires Rage, but it's... I'll have to do some testing with that. And then the belt gives you a movement bonus. I want to say there's like another talisman that can give you a movement bonus. Why did I come up here? Should have gone around the side. Dang it. I should probably still go this way, I think. Yeah, the Jaguar one is the belt. But I think there's... I want to say there's another talisman that gives you a speed boost. Like a tanking one or something? I can't tell on this character because I wouldn't be able to read it. Oh, I probably can't make this jump. Nope. I'm gonna have to walk around. God damn it. Normally I can jump. I think that's what I normally do. Is I jump over that. Oh, I guess I could have ported to the well. Oh, I actually might have to port to the well. Huh. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong button. I meant to hit numlock. Oh, you guys... shit, you guys can't hear this. Son of a bitch. Let's go into the other channel. Alright, we're not marching anymore. Switching that back off. That's our marching music. That guy is right there, isn't he? I'm really lucky I didn't aggro some. I must... Well, I don't know. Someone else could have broken the other instance last night. It's possible, though, that I did. Go away. Excuse me. Go away. Hotels close to Orochi Sentry Zone. Oh. I would like you to go away now. What the actual fuck? Whew. That scared me. No! Are you shitting me right now? I didn't mean to do that. No, 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 no. Please tell me I can get up on this side. You need grounding line for enemy facing towards you. Jaguars for facing away. Also hi. Hey Rifa. Wait, is grounding line a belt? Yay, we got the achievement. Reverse links. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know if I can find that. Yeah, I have the Jaguar Accord one. I think it's because I didn't see any. Elite 5 plus bosses 1 to 5 for grounding line. Alright. I don't know what that might be called though in my translation. Jaguar cable. Barth, it's not Barth belly wire, right? That looks like a slowdown. I don't think it would have traded. What about this? Does this heal? This heal one increases your speed. What if I was healing myself? Does me count? Yeah, I don't see one out there. I could try and farm one. Where the fuck am I going? That's right, I walk on barbed wire. The Royal! Hell yeah! All we got left is side missions. Side missions, exploration, I think, and champions. The Orochi Group is a large peri-empire with its head, Urs, in Tokyo. We have graphic neighbors. Similarities end here. We move in different environments. We are not interested in ideas. We are not interested in market forecasts. We don't want to disturb them. If each Bang PC and Soul is offline, it will weaken our company. Orochi can do it easily. They can easily get worse. It's best to discover your goals without attention. This player and rudimentary maid is good starting. Assistant to the presidents of Orochi Group. I am a strong and powerful corporate group that affects the advice. We don't have to change our business. You want to know how to use IVE devices to improve their current situation? Of course, it is not likely. Use the game design to keep the saving on their actions. It will be quite advanced. Orochi shoots as a game of a boy. It's perfect! Orochi. Follow the product or service lifecycle and finally leads to Orochi account. All sectors filtered, including us. Levels impossible to serve without taking it. And they are too far beyond when they go on. What do they do in Kingsmouth? How do we know? Tags. As a young scientific project, the supervision is not bad. We use the doll if we want to distribute the tomp. We put all in a sin goat. You can feel free to do it. Hello, hello. That's the key, guys. You just got to put it all in a sin goat. Right? Hall of the Flames. Send. Don't worry, the work flamethrower is located on the desk, but there are no equal parts around to record. Low can handle if they are attached. Nearby is the location that is necessary. Oh, they skipped the cinematic. You're only level 19. Why are you skipping the cinematic? Go to Edgar's trap. Welcome to the Yacht Factory. There's a wrist accelerating chronometer that says whenever you heal an ally who does not activation effect, the ally is going to do it 10 to 5 seconds. An ally can be effective with its effect once every 10 seconds, but not if it works as a self-heal or at all. Okay. I thought there was either a cult or luck one that had a speed buff. Like for tanks? Find eyes on the Shanky. I don't know what that means. Find eyes on the Shanky. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume it's this. Test the flame break. Wait, why doesn't it? Why does it say temporary capacity required? Oh, so I need to do this. Luck Liberty coins. That's what I was thinking of. Increase speed as an invader glance. Yeah, but I could set my anima allocation, right? And it might even be handy to be in tank stats because I'm gonna want to stay in combat and like keep something hitting me for the entire lava game run when I do it because I'm gonna need the in combat speed boost. Right? And I probably want a little bit of damage to proc whatever movement belt. So I want to hit them, but I don't want to kill them. I want to keep them around to keep boosting me. So I think the Liberty coins could be an option. Can you tell if there's any out there? I kind of doubt it, but radial gold plate. How is that coin? The problem with this is, like, it probably isn't called Liberty, so... Yeah, I don't see one. I think I have one on Jimmy, but I might have already started upgrading it. Well, we have a Jaguar belt now. That's for ones facing away from me. I wonder what... Where's the... the fuck is it called? No, it's here we go. Oh, the Dunwich one. How have I not... Oh, and the... Okay, I know that. And then that's the bear, right? Okay. So a couple of them are, like, right in this area. Dunwich should be over here, and then the night watchman guy's in there. Right? So we can do that. Why isn't this playing? Weird. Okay, there's the night shift supervisor. Hey, where the fuck is the Dunwich guy? Oh, I see him. I see him. Alright. Dunwich Road. It's not that much different than his name. Casting Mothers at Me has a main English buff and a Dirty Blow buff. Mothers! The one that's available is Alvarez effigy, which is likely least helpful. Yeah, probably. I think, I'm trying to remember, coins might be a raid drop, but I'm not positive. Like, I think that might be a New York raid drop. Maybe. I'd love to be wrong about that. Make it easier to get. Special evaluation of the start. Fret Stomp. Yeah, suck it. Publishing Warrior. Nice. Fascinating Bones. Alright. They drop E14 plus, but problem isn't rarity, just no one use them. Yeah, yeah. But am I in the wrong? Oh, it's the next building over. God damn it. I think I started making a pair. I don't remember if I might have actually finished making a set. I just don't know if I switched to using them. Because realistically, you don't really need what the other one provides that you use as a tank. Like, arguably, the speed boost might be more beneficial. Especially as a tank, having extra speed in like dungeons or raid is fucking super useful. E14 plus definitely makes them harder to get though. Like I can just farm E5s for them or something. I was surprised that jump worked, to be perfectly honest. The chip. Light changed. That was dark. Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. It's a bummer. Okay, we need the bear. Should be over here. There he is, Solomon's Omen. Let's go. Bite bear. There we go. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 side missions left. Ochre Book. The VOO book stands out in an abandoned garage. It contains recipes and delicacies that are useful in many situations. One of them is dust that can disturb zombies and stop them on track. It can be useful. The recipe contains several ingredients that are easy to purchase. Katso the area and collect the components. Just have to katso the area. Collect dry beach sand, pumpkin seeds, and mix the soup. Oh, that's a legend over here. Hello, legend. Oh, do I not have... I don't have this mode on. Joel Slater is the only one. One by one, his companions die like the misleading plot of a child's rhyme. Each is a small story in the stomach of another gallery. So it was Joe. It's not Joe. Maybe it was the object, or the original soup that crossed to get it, that passed on the fish. Leprosy. Fish leprosy soup. little local tour. It was, I didn't do it. I mean, what is the lore begs to differ there, sir. Wait, is it in the front or the back? I'm missing something here. Oh, there it is. Powder mixture. Oh, I did on the other side, huh? Well, it's in both places. Whatever. Whatever, whatever. I do what I want. Yeah, I went this way and somehow didn't see this. I don't know. I don't know. Did you guys see my pants versus shirt? I was pretty proud of that idea. See, fire is checking. Shake ingredients to make zombies. God says in the Quran is my next thing. I saw the picture, but I hadn't had a chance to watch any footage. Today's been so cold. I haven't felt so much after I got home. I am cold. Take you from the 7 Silence Linux. Yeah, so the raid, if you watch the raid video, this week's E17 raid, I turned everyone into pants from the 7 Silences. And then that gave me the idea. I don't have footage, but I have like a still. Because by accident, it's actually on my TikTok. By accident, I was messing around, and I wanted to get sort of like a King of the Hill picture, right? And so I started a story mode raid, and I was in there, and I used the same command I used to set the raid to pants, but I did it right as the filth guys ran out, like after Shadow, and it turned all them into pants too. And then I killed them all. There's just like dead pants on the ground, and so I have a TikTok of that up. But then I wanted to mess with the shirt. So it took me a little while, but today I managed to get a picture of, I turned the guys coming out into pants, and I'm the shirt on top of the hill, and all the pants are attacking me. It's a great picture. Well, let me see if I can put it up here. I think I should have it somewhere. Yeah, so it's properties, I guess. Yeah, that's the shot I got. I was pretty happy with that. Just like a whole bunch of pants attacking a shirt. I got potted up there so many times. And filth trying to get this stupid picture. Because you have a very short window after they come out. I had to kill the military ones so I don't just get AoE'd to death. And then run up there. Oh, and I did also on my TikTok, on my TikTok, during that process of trying to get that picture, I had a little video of like, oh my god, it was a close call. That's great, Joe. I've got like a little looping video of where like I'm in the pod and all the pants appear to be dancing around me. Which is pretty hilarious. It's just like it's like 5 pairs of pants dancing around a pod. Disoriented locally. Transmission start with ejected sign, registration suite. Night marathon, see the lines. Come and meet the monsters with time. Hurry, hurry, hurry. This course will be a small additional fee, but this is not $1. It is not surprising. It is a cold smitten broken. Understanding rules and rules, there are no cameras, just notes, not 1 in 2 years. Come to this world. Don't be friends because we hack, the action continues. You have to do so. Hurry. On our journey of life, I found myself in a dark forest. It was lost in the simple way. Dante. I apologize, but now I live deeply in divine comedy. Yeah, I even get out of the office. If you feel confused, go ahead. I try to read your report in my first comfort. It's a good thing you've done, I have no doubt. Let me apologize for a sudden, not personal, and probable. I simply feel it is my duty to inform you that you have shown... Wait, why does this one say it's done by R Sonic as well? Why does this one say it's done by R Sonic? They did inform me that you have shown a great experience within the field, and if you need to cover all the work in the only game promise, I do not say that it would be easy or even possible as things are present. Christian is still full of desire and motivation, I think. Met several times in meetings, I think it's too sharp. Provided by London once, in tradition. See how you feel, that's all I ask. Oh, it is R Sonic. It's the one where he tries to like, hey, come hit me up. That's weird that it's in this, though. Huh. Huh, I say, huh. Alright, so... Guess we could go to Journey's End, probably? Close call. I will say, I like the pants better than the shirt. It's just so funny seeing the little running legs, or you know, the running pant legs. It tickles me. They seem so cartoonish. End of travel. Reference is connected to doors. Read. I just lost my husband in the fog. After calls and others are similar to the sea. I don't know I found it, but I don't know it. I find it in a finger. Keeper join me. Gotha seems mysteriously protected from fog. How to invest? Go to the old. Dude, okay, why does it do that? And why does it not want to play this? Doo-doo, doo-doo. Wow, that's a nice helicopter shot. Check hanging body. Disturbed. Spectre, look at the look. And do you want to dance? The Crusher. The Pendulum. Johnny, I hardly knew me. A woman should not survive a fog, so she could not survive. It's not irony, it's the way to things. There are all kinds of gifts in the wrong hands. Fortunately, it is in the right hands. It can cause damage, but at least it's a crime we can control, and it's a crime we like. It is chaos. We hope that you will see this small period as an exceptional event that can become significant. You can't, but a woman's picture. The rose that protected him from the fog was enough for the same horror. I could even call irony. We cannot help women now, but we can control the protection granted by hanging. Let's go. Thank you for your attention. These parts of Arcana's protection are more useful. That sentence is so fucked up and weird. We cannot help women now, but we can control the protection granted by hanging. This is a cute way to learn the way through this junk woman a bleeding heart can only measure. Luckily, it wasn't a total waste that his jewel could value. I'll ask the nerds to see him and find out how he protected the fog owner. Who knows, we could get out of it with something. Fun fact, Queen Cleopatra dressed a similar way when she was born. I don't say I'm doing two models, but I think I can see where I'm going with it. Chow close I am. Wow. She's doing two models, huh? Doo-doo-doo. Lady Margaret's heartwind clouds and high waves like houses that are awash on the bridge. Prayer said the last type. The storm was stormed by the storm, and the heart was destroyed. In their fatigue, a sudden inflation was washed in a colleague. The rest of them seemed to be innocent. While the head was twice the waves, there was no third time. Okay. Guess we try and, No, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to miss the goddamn boat. There we go. Start The Caden sedan of the ravine screams. They believed that the fishing boat lost. Then he returned to the harbor late. He did not bring relief. I didn't give comfort. He only brought the fog. And thanks. Oh, wah. Okay. Sure. Five left, I think. Alright, let's go here, I guess. A box of squid and lost cell phone. Probably box of squid first, I imagine. And then the lost cell phone goes down here somewhere. I just saw that person pour it away. Squid. The walk of show from the walk of show? The descent fills these boxes and seek tears in the nostril. Who? Or something. It is A. To put a lula, and several boxes were drawn into a chur and reduced. Find out what the snack smells like. No matter what happens in itself, in Squid's left and obvious way, marks in discarded boxes indicate that it is large and not human. Get ready for something. Walk of show, walk of show, walk of show, walk of show. Probably looped. Telephone home! It's E.T.'s mission. You will find an abandoned mobile phone. Despite renting the screen and being wet, the phone still seems to work. If the owner still lives, he would like. The label on the back of the phone reads Danny Dufresne Properties in Dufresne and Sun Marine Supplies, Hand in Belmont. Find Danny. Register the mobile phone. Okay. Set this back to the walk of show from the walk of show. Our wisdom is so sweet to try to see. Transport. Sign of initiative Pestis. Send. He starts killing. A1. Won't be worth any news or bills. Local legends of New England. Women resistant to revenge. Women are resistant to revenge. That is a local legend. I guess. That was easy. Blodurger. Lord of Blodurger. What does he got? Revenge and skip to main content. Entry stores, I think it said. That's a placeholder one. I think that's technically closer by a little bit. I thought I was gonna have to fight him. He just fell over. Gone skating, Danny. That didn't change much. Level 18, let's go. Whoa, we got a radiant belt. Radiation chain. Now let's get this trapped survivor one out of the way, I think. I fucking hate that one. It's my least favorite type of mission. Hey, Arctic, how's it going? Yep. This is the March of the Gatekeeper. Badly translated? Poorly translated. I think that's what I settled on. We're RP walking everywhere. It's pretty cool. We look like the Gatekeeper. Also pretty cool. And we've got a mod running where all the text in the game has been run through translation, really intentionally kind of chosen to be poorly translation services multiple times. So all the stuff is pretty scrambled. Like, you know, chain lightning, find the exact information, pocket freezer, the Christian storm, ice cream. Concentrate your energy to release the frozen jelly into your destination business. Magic and economic movement. Applications the weak. Reduce heat level through 40. It can be used to remove excessive heating. Also, anima allocation is called livestock for some reason. So it's been pretty fun to read everything. And we have plenty of time to read things while we're walking everywhere. Survivors. This will release a field. This is lucky. You can save from the fog by going to the hunting trap. You need help to return to Kingsmouth to help the wounded man before the predator of Song Island shoots his injury. Wait, why is this this thing translated to car rental? Amazing you find new ways to play this game. Thanks! Should be a muscle or something. Thanks for asking. But does that go into? Doesn't go into anything. Looking for the office of the damaged man. Yeah, luckily Fox took on the challenge of doing the translation stuff. I think we have a very good chance, better than average. 50-50 hopes true. Prevention of removal is what that one's called. He's named Amateur. That's awesome. Yeah, Fox. I think I posted in modding because Dark Souls has like well, tons of mods because it's a single player like, you know, game you can play offline, so it's much more open to be modded. But also being that it's like originally from a Japanese developer, like there's people have made a poorly translated mod for that. I remember seeing a streamer play through that. It's really funny to like try and figure out what the items that you know, and like if you have to know the game well, I think, for it to be fun. Like if you didn't know the game, it would be super difficult. But if you know the game, then it's just trying to figure out you know, what's been translated. Like you'll generally still know what to do and what things you need. They just will be called something different. He just said, "I'm the comic book great." So yeah, anyways, that's where the inspiration came from. Was that, but I wasn't sure how possible or not it would be. Shaved copper. Hey, can we converse with him? No. After all, it might not be a good idea. We can get him to speed up a little bit. So I also made me a mod, so whenever I do this little green icon comes up here for a split second. And then I have a script that sees the green icon and turns the walk back on. He just said, "Kiss and wait, I give you." Okay. It's not weird or anything. Shouldn't there be? There it is. I say there should be another round of these guys that show up. You are quite comfortable with fire. Come on, dude, let's go. I'm literally RP walking faster than you. Office font. We've arrived at office font. Oh, and also I look like the Gatekeeper because of the PhotoMode mod. But even if you were to see me like in the game, I have the gold morph suit on. I'm still cosplaying as Gatekeeper as best as possible. In addition, when the model becomes too monster, you need to remove certain equations. We can't say we don't value information. It is important for all its truth. But we can't pump everything at the same time. Kingdom is a complex product of condition. When time comes, everything will be done to match. Now we continue our land as a drunk dog. He's only Gatekeeper on his own client. He hasn't been transmogrified by Funcom yet. Yeah, I kind of doubt they'd do that. It's not possible, but they don't like to leave people like things for very long. Also, this looks like a main character. I think that's also why it's my guess anyways why they removed the memory close, where you can look like one of the main NPCs. Because people will intentionally look like that and then try and mess with new players or something. Because people are assholes. This is a good job. Great. Kingsmith survivors are happy to spend their last days in their business. I'm serious. The competition is a rarity these days. I wish we could do more to ease the darkness and die. But remember what I said. We can't rescue a case of autumn base. It is all or nothing, and we have our eyes united with the salvation of all. This means a lost soul or a small island. It will inevitably be torn in the cracks. This is an important point, and I will repeat it. The dev will just give the community the tool to make missions. You want to go wild and make missions. There is a mod to make your own missions. I don't know the exact limitations of it, but it's been around for a while. You're still in Kingsmith, and you can survive. Continues unbearable results. You is all because a girl goes to Control Plus every moment and then. You're unique and beautiful snow. Do something special and you know how hot and ambiguous my personal answers are. You're not my only factor and I answer more than 1,000 accounts a day. What can we do? Things to do. Alright, so yeah, we should have these two left and then we have the zone done. I talked to her, right? I know I talked to Andy. I talked to Moose. I'm sure I talked to her. Untold stories. Yeah, the missions you make can't grant you actual XP or rewards. The missions have to be approved by the mod's author before other players can play them. Really neat mod that lets you make some rudimentary pseudo-cinematics. Yeah, I mean, obviously they wouldn't give you XP, right? Because it's not... I mean, that makes sense. Because it's just a mod. And unlike a single-player game, like, you don't have access to that kind of stuff. I didn't know that the missions have to be approved by the mod's author before other players can play them, though. That's a little weird. I don't understand how the mod works, so maybe that's necessary, but it seems odd to me. Personnel promotion. The list of missing persons is a sudden reminder of Salmon Islands. Sorry, Salomon Islands. Monstrous events. Some people can live and help you. Find smart people in a note at the station if they're dead or alive, or something between them. It's new to me. I mean, Untold Stories, wasn't that around in TSW? I want to say? Or like towards the end of TSW release? It's pretty obscure, relies heavily on the in-game browser. I want to say that was around towards the end of TSW, even before Legends. I could be wrong, but I swear I remember it being a TSW thing. Joe Slater Cute Case. Bannerman is looking for the missing pages of Joe Slater. Collect them and send them to the file. Dr. Bannerman wrote a psychiatric human evaluation by Joe Slater. Several pages are absent and the report does not mean. Find lost pages. If you want to include media pop-ups to your browser links, you'll need to use websites that use TLS 1 or 1.1, which is increasing. Yeah, it really is. I've known that for a long time. Struggle Online used to do it, but every time they did it updated, they would break community missions. Yeah, that's also pretty common, stuff like that. Yeah, the TLS stuff, it's kind of stuff I do for work. I've had to like upgrade servers for security, and the TLS stuff changing, and a lot of places will not let you talk to them on those protocols anymore. Like, like it's considered insecure or unsecure. I guess technically either, both. I don't fucking know. Look at all those green dots. So there's one in there somewhere. Yeah, the reason that's more rare is like they're vulnerable. You access that from the other side, don't you? Shit, I should have just gone here. God damn it. Because there's a guy inside the church, right? Christoph Mart. Ba-bump. 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 Wait, is he not in here? Oh wait, it's over there. Never mind. John Alexander. can't dodge that way? The fuck? Can I... No, there's not a path that way. God damn it. Whatever, I'll just loop around the bottom. Going this way? I could lag a little bit. Jimmy, if you ever did make missions, I'm not sure if community would crack up or cry in despair or both. You mean if I made them like for me? Like... AA uppercase. AAA Ron. Just like non-stop platforming challenge. Bananas to solve puzzles. I don't do deliveries to a PC guy somewhere if you have to play a leaping challenge to get it into him. That sounds really cool, actually. Sold! Mary Brewster Core. Is it not outside? Why did I think this one was outside? Hello, Hotel Impaler. Oh wait, it's the fire chief guy, right? What did it say? Manufacture something? Manufacture one. I was selling that guy. That guy. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you for checking the reward and reward of money. Look at all that stuff I can do while still walking forwards. Tea eaten. How do you know? You start at the bottom and force yourself to go. All office games start in 5 and end in 7. And not all situations. We look at you when we want us to see. What was New York? This is not an invitation. This never happened. Think about it. Next, K-Man. Do you want to go forward, or do you believe and get you? All offices begin with 5 and end in the family. Not all complete, M. We see you in how we see. You've ever been in New York? This is not an invitation. It didn't happen. Something to think. Next, Gator. The recipient's delivery is announced. Technical characteristics. The system attempted to send messages but refused in the recipient's domain. It is recommended to resist, reporting that another server returns. 717 KG Cutlass Chop 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 address not routed 9 status navigation. Fastly in the bin sections. Remind you have. Send your piece. Main. English. Okay. Okay. I think this is about to be the completion of the zone, maybe? Maybe. Maybe a little completion of the zone. Little finishing of the Kingsmith. A little bit of moving on to the next part of the map. Just a little bit of unlocking some outfits. Now you and I, for goodness. Boom. Da 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 da. Yeah. Thanks, Palmer. Capacity 10. 10. Dress from Revenant default. We did it. Go to Joe Slater for the first time. He always thinks he suffers from mild hypomania with Mrs. Margaret. This business brought her right before. Hypnosis was busy. I didn't want to remember what happened to him. He spoke in tongues language around Harvard boys. They say it's an old island. Where the hell is he going? Apparently episodes become more violent, not others, towards themselves. He confessed to hunting. She admitted she was changed. You were here, dry yesterday, arms and tip of the chest. He tried to cut the new skin. I see a serious physical reaction to your being damage. All you can give you a hack. You need safety care. Hey, wow, we have like a filler one for that. I would have thought that would have gotten something. Actually, I was upgrading these. We have SP now, and we have some AP even. Ooh. Grab some hit rating. I kind of want to start going for Rushing River. Because we're eventually going to need Supreme Harmony. I should unlock Fraud. Why? Why do you want me to have Typhoon? Just because Bomber. That's funny. See, if I was gonna unlock something from just because of the name, I'd unlock the horse. Because I think the horse is fucking hilarious. Why don't you have the horse? Because I'm gonna get fucking top harmony. This is gonna be imperative for any kind of stuff where I have to move. I think I'm gonna have to go like Ellie's sword. Dude, I thought about that as well, the horse weapon. I just recently found going through my screenshots and found a picture of inspecting his horse weapon, which was pretty funny. Side source. Ain't no side source. I want to be a main source. Oh, this is called Mars Bite. At least in the mouse over. That's pretty funny. Love seeing him smack a raid boss. Yeah, it was some sort of like horrible fist chaos weapon, like smashed together. Chaos and fist got together and turned into a horse. I wanted to see, like, what happens if I try and put clothes on? I was saying on stream once, it used to let you dual wield horses. Okay, well, I can preview it. I don't know what happens if I wear stuff. Oh, that was bad. That fucked shit up. Now, I'm pretty sure a uniform is gonna break it no matter what. Just because it's a uniform. Yeah, it still kind of breaks it. Oh, I see what you mean. This, okay. It does look kind of fucking cool to be like the Gatekeeper in a Revenant costume. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty neat looking. You're like a undercover Gatekeeper. But it's actually, I think it's still glitching out, right? You can kind of see the morph suit stuff glitching this way. But now what you're saying makes sense. I didn't realize that's what you meant the other day when you were saying like the order of stuff you did. But yeah, if you use the PhotoMode to add it, that would make sense. All right, we need to travel with Savage Costa. Let's go to Agartha first, I think. I can slot some glyphs now, I believe. I don't know why this part isn't working anymore. Oh, did my key get changed, maybe? There we go. It didn't keep my settings, or I overrode them when I logged in as Jimmy. It didn't keep the fact that I had set the key. That's why that part of the script wasn't working anymore. My script's setting a key that that wasn't bound to anything. I guess it doesn't exist, but that wasn't the right term. I traded myself some stuff. I guess I can put these in here. I don't know if I'll ever need them, but I'll put them in there. Is there... Yeah, there is. There is a legend over there. See Immaculate Machine. You know her name. A relaxing weight in your language. Go to dark color. Gaia. He calls you. He awakens you from the life of a solo public. Beinini is filled with animated by Gartha. He gave you a lion and his ball to eat intrals. Antivirus body. The illness spreads and should keep the running. There's a legend back here as well, right? Is there a legend up top? I want to say there might be a legend up top. I'm not positive. In axles. Yeah, buddy. Who is the creators? Titans? You know, on time, but we must not beat you. You know some hidden names. This harms wisdom and wisdom. Your skeleton grows in a pain and you cannot know when your epiter is broken. Breathing, sweet. Pain is relative and this time will be very small. You are half-light. Music was bumping. Should we go this way? Hey, there's one up here. Agartha's heart is a tree. Wood of wisdom. World tree. The relationship between all points. It is a causality to the age. Branches and roots buried in all capabilities. The blood that is an altar flows in light. divine biotechnical computer, his heart. That actually makes that made as much sense as the normal fucking buzzing shit. Is there one up here? I don't see it. Oh, thanks for the ID, Bomber. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Using. Oh, yes, yes. Our signal is destroyed. Our words are the washes. Contaminant gramma teeming beal ran photetal pendomacyst. Stasin acting chaos worm ruins curdlingy tomination. Ed Grill's smiled you oyster clot atomic reactor worn sizzling tendril syphilis noxious cuttlefish contaminant grammar. Yes! I think I read that pretty well. The doorman. That was funny. Whee! Oh, fuck. I didn't want to go here yet. I wanted to go to... I wanted to go to London. Damn it. Yeah, London. The blank earth. Enter to London. What? Why am I waiting? The custodial drift? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that that one's... One is on the station master. You're right, that's not how that's supposed to be. He's giving it a hug. Maybe he's fixing its leg. I think I wouldn't have to change the operating system. Modernization in all of us. Tickets, in fact. I don't have any doubt. Always change. But this is something under human relationship. Like mechanical friends here. I'm a boxer for them. For many, they were alone, they could say. I am proud of precision and dedication, but it is the original article. Faces must see. Many experienced researchers, women also, before you in the Agarth Honey Hall. What is a beautiful Norwegian hat for one? Amundsen. You're in a subtle society, a small company. I look at the car. Don't tell you. Used to the air balloon temperature. The beach is recommended to beach. The honey is remarkable, bar then as car oil. One way, said me. We work with a full-scale manual industries. I believe that it was one of the little joys of Albert's death. Don't try to see all unnatural things. Acceptable theories of Earth adaptability. You are sure that you are part of our world. Over the years, these rooms have expanded and contracted with tree growth. Like a breath, I hope. Fresh branches go to the surface. At many different levels. The older growth leads to other places. As the Russian dolls were all angry in Paris. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I met a young man. He skipped to main content. That was lovely. Top. I admit that I touch behind time. From the date. A huge bow-ickle strategy doesn't work. It's not always something necessary. I'm smarter than an engineer. The world destination Agartha is still destroyed. Golden Age without Tartar. I'm sorry, without your story, but with confidence in rebellion, events standing. Like a thunder. The black water. I think he's under us in big tanks. I have no courage to test this tiara. You can feel your life. Like many cabins, an evaluation of the human world. I don't think I'm something to worry about. No. Alright. Well said, sir. Well said. Should be a legend this way, right? The Golden Group. Wait, which one? Why is it not highlighted? Why didn't it go to the right one? What the fuck is happening? It was number it said number 4, right? Shit. I don't know which one it was. I already read this one. I think I read that. I read this. I think I didn't read this one. The Devil CEO of Karimzim, name of Samuel Chandra. Battle of War. A beautiful face is in the center of 8 subsidiaries at the Orochi headquarters in Tokyo. Smile, the brilliant magazine, following the eyes through the room. Time will go up against the window and look at the top of a skyscraper. Even this height does not confuse. If you press your face against the glass and bite your tongue, you'll taste the blood and feel that the drainage and vibration of memories that destroy a great height will fall. That's just fucking weird. I don't know why this didn't work. It should have just taken me to the right one. It's really annoying. It's annoying. Oh, Eldwick. Alright, I'm going this way, I think? Yeah. Churches! Oh, that's Templar. The original Ology, power and distinct lines, suitable for intersections and energy efficient sensation at of 9 degrees. Listen to drama around you. The city is a nest of horror. All are connected to others. Black feathers of the game. A strange place on the sidewalk. The film, he created a branch of things in the lighthouse. Vagrant bags are kept. What are you from your apartment? Sending. I don't know what I am from my apartment. That was a valid question. Listen to me, darling. You hear me? When the lions of the secret world wander, they hear others. Some call it taboo and fanatic. Evil governs engagement and coercion. The kingdom must be court incompatible. They don't like demons. Measuring length is uneary when there is no limit. Can anyone guess what we're doing right now? Anyone hazard a guess? Also, is anyone online to help? Maybe? Because I need to see a certain Mr. Rosenbaum. Hey, mama. I got this. When I was on Jimmy, I sent myself an invitation. Because I still have the Rosenbrawl cannon. Key access Rosenberg. Want to travel to Rosenberg? This Alira key takes you and you must buy another key for re-entry. Yes, I wanted to pop in there and see what it looked like, or how it looked like, what it read like, I guess. Big gloves. Yeah, look at me. Fucking giant gatekeeper. Let's go. Welcome to my little project, the Rosenbrawl. Perhaps a foolish name, but was moved by my daughter Isabella, and who a gentleman of good nature cannot tell anyone to his daughter. Nobody allowed Rosenbrawl here. You have received a summary of Rosenbrawl's rules. Please review them immediately. You must be in your best behavior in my pocket. I hope you don't miss your phone number. Inverse effects of one-sided route in this dimension. Mr. Rosenbaum. Assume it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Yeah, if you're available to help out in Rosenbrawl, I would like to, if not do the side missions, at least get die enough in here so that an NPC spawns and see what they look like. Katni, the rules of Rosenberg. There are 3 main rules you must adhere to, my little pocket member. Dimension Battle Club. Don't forget what you see or test here. I don't think you can meet up on me. Can you? I thought you had... Or maybe you can if you're already in a different instance of this. Otherwise, you have to go to London. Don't forget what you see your test here with whom you don't meet on Rosenbrawl. Memory. I created the Rosenbrawl. Let me remind you of the forces that work here. The only weapon has physical capabilities. Use of weapons apart from boxes. Magical or independent technology is prohibited. Fight a lot. Apologize for not being here at all. Raising a girl enough without running a dorm. Tabula Rasa looks at you. You don't have to fear your safety or stability in pocket dimensions. Use my proxy. It will reward you to fight more excellent. Provides me with regular updates. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can meet up into here unless you're in a different instance of here. I think you have to just go into Tabula Rasa like manually. Battle against battle. Rosenberg welcomes you in pocket size where the rules of conflict between deficits do not weigh. The rules. Do not mention Roseball without your express permission. No weapons and magic, just boxes. FAQ. Engage the players in battle and defeat them, other factions, or even your faction. Or even your fraction. Welcome. In addition to some secret worlders, Rosenbaum also invited selected guests. He wants you to give them a warm welcome like the rest of the secret worlds. Check Rosenbaum's strong guest. I guess we'll just pick them both up. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder if this is better or the light one's better. Equality, the buff statistical sizes. Guard left, guard right, around the ballet attacks. Legal protection, manual shortcuts. What's this? Hamer, private impressed. Very heavy attack that completely lowers the defenses during casting and hit the target for a few seconds. Attack runs the target, guard, which is reduced by extra defenses. Defendant. Well, that's a lot to read. The power of strength. And exact force. We have moved to the PvP area. Hey, Game Mech, how's it going? I have to have a target for that. Gadget doesn't work. Yeah, I can do this. Immune Assisi. I wish you could... I guess maybe you can punch out there. I could probably punch out here, right? On these things. Pink. Okay. Wind up. Wind up. There you are. Wait, come back, come back. No, come back. I wanted to see your... Oh, it just says beta testing. Or beta... It says beta tester here, but it says beta testing up here. I was curious what the label translated as. Pretty well, pretty well. We 100%ed Kingsmith. This little pit stop in Rosenbrawl. And then we'll be on to Savage Coast. Rapid Law? That's cool. No, I died. You are impressed with PvP. Beaten by the bird. True. That is a true statement. Bomber, you're making me walk, slow walk all the way back to you? Why would you do that to me? Why? Dense cut. Heavy. Nice. So there's 3 deaths. I think it's what? Is it 10 or 15 deaths in the arena to get NPC to show up? How do you evade all of that? Oh, shnikes. Woo! That was close. That was close. I don't even have all my health back yet. Oof. Oh, you got me. You got me. Whoa! Hey, Night Joe. I thought you were doing the blocking on there. Is that not... Were you not doing defending? Because I didn't bounce off of it or anything. Or did you cancel it? The trick with defendant is knowing when to jump cancel it. Woof. Look at his leg movement. Oh. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. I actually thought you were gonna get me there. Oh, we got a NPC. It must only be 10. They're called From, as far as I can tell. Hell yeah! Kill a private guest. Nice. She gets the panda slippers? Wait, we don't get panda slippers? Are you sure? How did you evade that? That was crazy. I know what he says. Fraud, and you're not wrong, but it's not fair. This is my club. I put the rules. These rules allow my special guests some skills beyond what is allowed. It is correct. Ever stop considering the goal? How many friends, enemies, and frenemies all incited my special guests at the same time? Being special isn't all you've done. Give me a moment to think. Okay. Oh yeah, good show. I appreciate the efforts you put in battle. It seems sorry. 20 years younger and 100 pounds lighter, I hit with you. Punches and men. It just turned me into a pet that watches me. I may share my kitchen with you. Maybe. Ooh, we got a quick support accessories. We got a drone purification. That's actually useful. And just a little bit of talisman display. Whoa, that was midnight. That was a fucking hell of a midnight in the game. Did you pick up the side missions, Vommer? Do you need some kills, or were you just help me out? You didn't pick them up? Alright, well then, probably just get out of here. Thanks for helping with that. We got to read the turn-ins, at least. I was secretly, mildly hoping for the Kayat one, but, to be fair, I don't think there's any way possible to beat that mission in the time frame RP walking. That's worse than fucking, that's worse than Lava Game. New member, Mr. Rosenberg influenced your performance in Rosenberg and expanded you to a limited offering. It allows you to choose a world to invite Rosenberg. So I don't choose a new challenge for Rosebaral. Choose carefully. All right. Okay, so we can do this. I guess we just go with Arthur. See if there's anyone we can pop an invite on randomly. The player is now invited to Rosenberg. Does that mean they are invited? Or no, it would have completed, right? That's probably the translation of the message that they're already invited. There we go. Now that person's been invited. Rule circuit breaker. And we got our boxing gloves. Will I give the smallest club to rent another hidden worlder? It will not let you go around and talk to someone about it. The first rule is heavy. I think we have understanding. I share it with you if it allows you to stop again. Men. Oh, I just got shards. I was like, what the fuck was that? Hey, we got a clear picture of max health and development. Alright, so now... Oh, we're gonna go to Wild Beach. Wild Beach. Man, I'm glowing like crazy right now in Kingsmith. And so, you see the gold aura? Like, holy shit. It's because it's so dark in here. Like, comparatively. Well, it took us like 5 streams, but we got one map 100%ed. That's not too bad. Want to travel to the Wild Coast? Yes, yes, yes. Infinite Night Dawn. Go to the house. The Dead Island. Shift plus one. I opened a new seat? What does that mean? What? The hell is it talking about? Enter the base. Would you like to enter the subway forum? Sure, why not? I wonder if the book guide is all jacked up. Oh, it didn't. That's weird. It turned the red dot off, but didn't actually do the thing. Wait, my key didn't get messed up again, did it? No, I set it to G. Okay. Books. Did I say AA uppercase? Peace. Got I. Jan and Jan. Sure, makes sense. Temperature cross. Okay. That's the light. Now let's see. So we have symbol of Mason, A key crypto stone. Dance an endless night. Star David. The skull. AA uppercase. Peace. I. Jan. Temperature cross. Alright. Now what does the book say? Look for enlightenment. A detective should do this. Economic equilibrium. Death. The beginning of the past. Bring me up each. In the monkey, your eyes are open. That's amazing. That is amazing. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's this one. Fox. It's destruction unclear. Hey, I'm dead now. So we have this one, right? And then we have death, right? And then the beginning of the past, probably the Phoenix, right? And then bring me up each. In the monkey, your eyes are open. Bring me up each. Is it this one? Nope, I fucked it up. Alright, so it's this one. Hey, did I not take something out? Why didn't you start over? Yeah, I didn't. What the fuck? There we go. Then we have death. Then we have the past. What the fuck is bring me up each? It's not. That's the eye. That's the last one. It's the middle one I'm not sure of. No. God damn it. That was weird. Is it the pyramid? It's the pyramid! How is pyramid bring me up each? What? In the monkey, your eyes are open. Climb the pyramid? Climb for bring me, maybe? Come on, you. Bowls. Coringendum. Oh, look, they're wearing Revenant things. Did I never take that off? That's fucking funny. I didn't know that. Shit. Your lucky boon's eyeballing you, and I'm here when I did. Don't hunt lions with peas. You know your prey. I was hoping something would happen here. It's in the air. That's why Boone and I came here even before the fog. There's power on Solomon's Island, the guy who spreads. And he wakes up. My friend Jack loves to say he saw the worst thing this world has to offer. But you're wrong. It was just the beginning. I always knew the worst things were happening to us, and now I'm here. The hunting man brings something powerful and potentially dangerous. I'll do my best to help, but I miss your special talents. I will learn to bring a simple magic. I don't have to be very close to this object. This is a bad store. Sudigo will hear and have no natural protection. What can I do with you? I was doing some things. I can tell you how much I can say. This is here relic. Or at least check. The hands of Salaman Island. Salamon? 2 A's there and no. I don't know where to take this tunnel, but when the island is dominated, A and deep plug. This is a network that runs from Kingsmith to East. West Academy. The old East-West Academy. I don't know where to take this tunnel, but here is west somewhere. I mean, that's arguably probably true. Here is west somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. Winer's door. Sure. I want to get the... I want to trigger the well over here. I'm going to go to John Wolfe. I just want to make sure I get this animal well triggered. Got it. Now let's do this side mission up here, I guess. Well, nah, fuck it. We'll just go. Let's go this way. This is a nice scene, right? I'm not. There, I got one. I'm just enjoying the moment. Black House. The Black House is still available. Senki doesn't want to catch. Senki does not want to accompany his sin. The story of evil witches. We hear how sweet children sing the name of Caracillion in chord rhythms, jumping while singing in Black Plague. Ashes, ashes, we're all about you. Monster Slayers. This old chestnut. I assume that's text Monster Hunters League is Monster Slayers. The forests that are now great with an insect aquarium were once the Monster Hunting League training camps, a local educator club. Is the owlet a product of the imagination of the child, or do they really face occultism? Your club can answer. To learn more about Monster Hunter League and about what children could know, first find Wooden House, John Wolfe says. When I was a kid, we built a wooden house. A long summer before the autumn winds exploded. I had time to kiss myself, fight like apples in August. The fallen flower never returns to the branch. But you only lose what you have to regroup. There is a wooden house north of here, built over the last decades, solid as oak. The kids who built it were part of a club. His name was the Monster Hunters League. No touch of irony. Because that's exactly what they were. The window among the worlds has always been open on this island. Sometimes things would happen. The kids knew it, they were scared, but they always wanted to fight him. So they built the club as a post, a library, a team base. Be there for decades, Red said. Children grow up and adults go torch and key for young generations. Then it's gone. The alliance remains like the wooden house, until now. The forest around the wooden house lives and mortals. I found the path hard. Almost I was killed. The Cobb is particularly happy with the place, or they want to keep us out. Maybe the kids kept something in the wooden house. Something opponents are afraid. Or some opponents are afraid, sorry. I wouldn't underestimate the League. Before the mountain and the mercy of nature, I realized I'm just a child. Hotels close to the club I was part of not fighting monsters or practicing magic. We practiced other things, like hot summer. We talked about most of the hot nights. But it was almost so sweet. It was all that kissing himself and fighting apples. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to, morph suit. Where? Right? There, so now I don't look like the Revenant anymore. To other people. Excuse me, puppy. Melody management. Fog did not stay long. He restored the sea and the people went. Son of a bitch! All were slogan. Resistances landed in an unhappy hare. Automobiles coincide. Sitting dinner. Round the playground is empty veneer. Without panic and noise, they quietly insert cold water. He rapped on the island in fog and silence, spent unlimited dominance on all. Alright, so we can just port up to here. So many lords. Come on, the abandoned house on E of the forest not far from Overlook Motel. Be with you. With fire 30 years ago, he twisted in black. Popular as a grand childhood castle. House's calm, ugly result. We can read an Oscar. Alright. I am an Oscar. Fire is a powerful tool for the first technique. There is a wide range of rooms. Only SP lips made from the parquets. The city of Cow. Fire spreads. We have a great impact on our children. Poor mouth and carry murderers who suffered from how to offer it. Still offer hypocrites who were asked to help one person and speak to him. Fire can come out of control. Is there... They both upstairs? There's one down there. Oh, why I'm in combat. Why am I taking damage? Goal Mayor Academy. The bad thing was here. What do we see? Brand burns, so many exceptions, but Ass remains. What do we see? No goes to Black House. Kingsmouth continues to feel guilty, and the guilt is called. Poltergeist don't like you, I guess? Yeah, I guess that's what that is, right? Access to parallel. In seconds, a part of the damage is spread. Oh, that's my Aegis of Parallelism. Keeping them from fucking me up too much immediately. No. Did you hear the story of Carrie Killian's suite? He came to Kingsmouth and built his house in 1974. He worked from home, offered advice, and helped pagan applications. I loved her in the days. The male factor was detected. There, in the Ash model, eyes and pyramid. What do we see? Carrie Killian was not a fraud, but he was an independent practitioner in magic arts. Illuminati. They didn't like the Innsmouth Academy. Huh, okay. Level 19. A wisdom flows so sweet, taste and see. Transport launching New England signal. Consistent consequences. Launch the burning cadence. Start to handle Temories, the Black House. Now we can get the... Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Black goat. Eat of the crows. Yeah, fuck you. Black magic and pests are a revenge weapon. The sharp weapon is covered with lots or toxins. It's difficult to escape, because it has a great distance to jump on the walls. It becomes monster thread, and it is insisted on the shortest flight. Destruction is great. Revenge resistant can transform you from the smallest art to me, and their blood is mild and their heart is infected. Well. When 2 children were found near Miss Killian's house, it was too late. Torches, the crowd, the intention to frighten, prevented by the misunderstanding of the complication. Roughing fire out of control, a woman crying, the shock and silence of a multitude that is reflected in the flames. I feel like the majority of that one was correct. Come back here, Umbral. Fucker. Get the fuck back here. Got him. Woo. I'm gonna do something real quick. Thanks, Asuma. Huh? I had like a work email I had to get. Old wood not far from Bait, the Red, and Black House, for thousands of people grow. This is an exceptional place that is full of boys' thoughts. Bitter in September, built in incorrect shots, bullfrog rooms, frames, full-fished palaces, protected Halloween cakes, collections, and Pilo lingerie catalogs. Weighted notes, full yellow sights with the best wisdom near 3 decades. Many of these pens, the secrets described are inaccurate, but they are believed to decrease. Good. No. Thought does not always count. It is often believed that cannibal teeth are kai, by small meat. Hidden in the midst of happy memories is deceitful. Altped memories, dead things crucified into thread, and umtized thread, the weak boxes of the past, the epsilver, changes in the skull. Alright. Ligate Initiative. Hook a dead body in Dead Man's Canyon. Find the Circle of Devil's Fork. And locate living one and spit in black hole into the God Cave. All this seems correct. I'm curious if this thing got translated at all. It doesn't look like it. I think it's just the same. I don't think that got translated. I need to go this way. Damn it. It all started with William Dexter. In 1983, at the age of 10, he drove local boys as far from the city as they dared. Built a treehouse away from the eyes of girls and parents. A league of monster hunters was born. Body. That said play XX Kid as his cast. Dude, did they kill the other champion? Man, I was hoping to catch that one. Oh no, it's right here. Oh, we got a gadget. The only way to participate in the league was to accept the current member and appoint the party. We saw the boys, during their dedication, and promised to avoid loyalty in the darkness of the night, and the wings jump. Go to the storm of the devil. Oh, the fork. That's what it meant. Kill in the shadow. Time passes. First of all, I will check the pages of the book and an endless dialogue on what to do in an inevitable zombie prof. Fire is full of ghosts. All kings and screams have increased, but in Ka World, childhood games can shave diarrhea. Childhood games can shave diarrhea. Jelly reel. Jelly reel. Choose a black rose. Wait, is the sleeping one guy not here? God damn it. Europe is here. Vabanaki fights many wars to protect his country, but the old world is a disease in the new world. Big blow. Drive. We remove the berries and plague of spices in our food. In 1862, the name of Vabanaki lives. Name of living things. Okay. Go to the content. Sure thing. Let's pick up the side mission, because they're going to be killing these guys around here anyways. Yeah. Place Filt Pool. Swimming pool. The small pool is completely rejected by black and dry liquid. Black and dry liquid. The black water can be useful for your subsections. Accompanied by the surrounding pool area, but the data collected from the living environment can be very valuable. Inspect the pool and collect patterns, but should be careful. The pool probably infected people and animals connected with them. Review of black pool. Good little flower, it says. Filthy thing. Dark Fire, that's a cool cast. What does that say? Filter directed by Coed Babbler. Affected by Madman. Boom, go. Small eruption in the Tokyo metro seems to have hit all over the world. Talk about the butterfly effect. The reason and consequences of this evil material continue to escape us, but the examples you send us help us learn and adapt. Although there is no help to those who have already been affected, your certainty will not be neglected in a peaceful creation to rest in the broader plan. That's the way. That seemed almost verbatim. There's no limit to a small trip to the country. I hope you brought your water. Clean the tablets. See, this is more jacked up. This black matter is a curiosity, and everything looks like what happened in Tokyo. 3 weeks, and our scientists are still confused. However, the examples you sent should give us a great opportunity to explore. What affects people at a lower level doesn't seem to be their report. You have the right to bring victims out of your misery. You can expect them in a better place. This is what you get in the forest. I remember why I didn't heat the camping. Don't run dread-ons, sandals, and guitar war. This black dirt carries a viable comparison with the sort that took place in Tokyo several weeks ago. You shouldn't do anything. I saw missing samples. All happy reports from my table to the end of the week. This is denoted as blocks. Kaya Yoga. Kaya Yoga. Alright, so we're gonna go to the God Cave. Ah, that's fucking far. Geronimo! The translation sure does like hotels. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. There's something in certain names that likes to translate to hotels. Also, I think this is titled the God Cave in the, like, normally. So the fact that it's titled Go to the Cave of God is kind of funny. Read the link recording. You just unlocked the Agartha portal. Innocents died when 2 mutilated children were found in the forest in 1987. Adults was pleasant, repeated animal attacks. However, children are less removed from the Mesozoic swamps of the uterus, closer to the febrile connection, and last the common memory and Paleolithic wisdom that says people are tasty and darkness is full of taste. See, that's the kind of gibberish that kind of makes an interesting sense. People are tasty and darkness is full of taste. I like that one. With powers handed down to me from WD and the drops of our blood spit on this paper, I, DD, do declare that completely the initiating of our children is now a sworn member of the League of Monsters and Slayers, protectors of Kingdom since 1983. 654312. See, this didn't get translated either. I don't think. I don't think anyways. 654312. Let's go back, I guess, there. Before I forget to do that. There's no coincidence that here, let's do this. That a Dion is found in a child's voice. I'm gonna go this way. In the horror of childhood, the fate of 100 worlds in one child's psychology is open for the most hidden results. This is the Hister Hunters, Templars or Illuminati are never. You can't talk. See how a child did it without exploiting for false purposes or scabalt to understand. You will act because you should. Speaks like those who have been silent. Actions make echoes stronger than words. All things are considered. This is the least disturbing rite that you've discovered on Solomon Island so far. We are usually dressed on a doken. It is even the conflict of evil. Our shield cannot be anywhere. Both the United States or Illuminati. Absentism allowed horrors beyond each barrier fence and astrologic playground. Ordinary person has left a small election but facing darkness. Another generation with our struggle will be welcome. Let us Give, welcome, let's give them a future where we want. No, sorry, another generation of children will be welcome. Let's give them a future where we want. I'm sorry, distracted by the thing I was fighting. Good job at Boy Scouts. We examine agents like rubbers. It could be rewarding an alternative race for you if we let you go. Psychiatrist, you can't leave if we let you go. All these are good data for the file. Let's see the names and see if any of these children fit us. One of the booms of a hidden disaster is the window that provides denial of civil liberties. Kidnapping, stonewalling, reports of missing persons, etc. As they say, children are our future. Why couldn't I click on that? That was weird. Oh, I need to go up, right? I need to go up to the safe. Can I just get it through here? Secret File League. Weens of Liberty. The alliance of the Toster Slayer took great care of the secrets, especially the Wees used to fight the monsters. The location of the gun cache is secure. Open safe to know which secrets hide the link. Fine. Readiness plan of IDD. Always remember where your sacred weapon handed down to you through the League is stashed. Those weapons hold a power just like they did for our founding fathers. The stake wrapped in cloth buried under the Dream Guest Sandpit. The Dream Quest Sandpit. Firecrackers kept in plastic at the old pond. Devil's Own cocktail locked into the baseball pitch. Slingshot hid this at our old fishing spot. Always be ready, always be prepared. Alright, so go to the kindergarten. So I guess we just go like this. Hell in the Sand. Sandband. Sandstone. Go to Sasqua content. We got the side mission. Get them, guys. Okay, the baseball area. Mound. Stone. Yeah. The old fishing hole. Muslim hole? What? Don't you cast Mothers in Me? Alright, probably gonna call it here. Next time though, we're gonna take a break from this. We're gonna pick up over here. I wanna do Overlook Motel stuff. So this is where we'll end. Hopefully we can get a nice shot over here. Maybe like something kind of like that. Oh, I need it. Yeah, my settings are getting messed up from switching between clients. I'm losing things. That's pretty cool, right? I think that looks pretty good. Actually, I could even maybe come over a little more like this. Get the car on the side. Alright. I'm gonna find someone to host and get out of here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks again, Valmer, for helping with Rosenbrawl. Have a good night as well. Night, Wolfsuma. Hey, Azrael. Night. I didn't see you enter. That's what she said. I'll host Super Hobbit. Peace.